The date is December 6th, 2012, and it is Classic Thursday here on your daily dose of D&D. Now, before we get into the episode, I just want to make out a couple of things. First of all, this is going to be kind of a more casual episode because I'm not like in a chair, I'm not looking at a camera, I'm just using my new laptop to try and do this. Second of all, I think somebody's definition of what an HD webcam is a little shaky because this doesn't look like it. And then third, I would do this in video editing software, but the software that I have on this computer is apparently bunk. So I'll be looking into things like that. It looks like it could be okay, but I don't know. Older Windows Movie Maker had things like the timeline easier to figure out. Maybe I just have to play with it. I'm not at all sure. But regardless, my name is Mad Matt Wankow, and it is another episode of your daily dose of D&D. I say another episode because I'm really used to saying that after saying my name. Today it is Classic Thursday, and we're talking about the Knicket, silly English Knights, or Knights if you prefer, from the Heroes of Fallen Lands. The Knights are a subclass of fighter, and they take more of a defender role than the striker-based Slayers do. However, there are a lot of, however, they're very similar uh, between the classes. There are a lot of similarities. There we go. Between the classes. First of all, they have Power Strike, allowing to deal an additional weapon of damage. They also have all the fighter stances, I believe they're called, the Battle Wrath and the Duelist Punch and all those very fun things. Um, However, one thing they have that Slayers do not have is a Defender's Aura, which if any monster, any enemy in a burst one around them when their defenders are active tries to make melee basic, or not a melee basic, but tries to make an attack against an adjacent enemy, uh, an adjacent ally. Wow, I suck tonight. He gets to make he uses a battle guardian wrath, and they also get -2 to that. And yeah, so it's like marks that fighters used to have, but it doesn't actually mark, which I think is better because it allows you to act as a defender and jump in the way a lot more than you would have before. Also, I did not really like how marks worked in combat because it brought up confusing questions that we'll talk about in the DM's corner. A little bit. Talk about it a little bit in the DM's corner. So, uh, let's see here. One of the cool things you can do with knights is you can form a battle magnet, which has three, takes three people. I don't know how I want to place my hands like this. I can't. There, focus. There you go. Three people. No, that looked horrible. You need two knights, and then you need someone in the middle, who does not want to get hit by anything, and you just arrange it so it's knight, guy, knight, and this is what I call a battle magnet. And both of the knights would be able to get a melee basic attack if anyone tried to attack the guy in the middle. So that could be kind of handy. I normally cut these pauses out. Makes it harder to think when I can't just sit for a minute or do research. Let's see here. I have played a knight. It was okay. If there's anyone in the party who marks things, though, it really renders the knight a little bit useless. Because the mark supersedes your defender's aura, and then once they've marked the guy, there's nothing you can do to him, really. I don't know. If you're playing a defender, uh, or you're going to be playing a defender, try picking up the knight. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's pretty simple to do too. Cool, now that that's out of the way, onto the DM's corner, we'll talk about the subject that I don't like, which is marking. I hate marking, because it's one of the most, like, the actual mechanic, I don't think is very confusing. You get -2 to your attack, and you attack somebody who is not me. That's fine, the math-wise it works, I can understand, but how do you decide when to attack somebody? How do you decide when it's safe, or, uh, you have to go through like each monster individually and try and decide if this Minotaur is going to, when he's marked, just react, or if he's going to, ignore the mark and keep attacking the cleric that he's beating to a pulp. And it's really hard to tell as a DM and hard to play it fair, unless you've thought about it beforehand. As for fighting against the, um, what do you call it? like a knight. Ranged. Ranged is always really good against most melee characters. Uh, and the knight is no the knight is no exception. There we go. I can word of things. Uh, but if you do have to get close up into melee with him, get somebody who's got a really big arm and who swings and hits two people at once. You know, the knight and the guy he's trying to protect. Um, it's interesting, having just recently watched the Star Wars movies, that the Jedi are a lot like knights, at least from Episode 2, where the Jedi stood watch over Amidala, and they figured out what went on everywhere, uh, as part of the assassination plot, and stopped it. So that's how you could totally think of knights. And, and so if you're trying to kill knights or kill people that you're doing, think of ways that you would distract a Jedi Knight and get him away from the battle. Maybe watch those movies because they're pretty good once you cut out all the horrible love story bits. As for closing remarks, I'm sorry about the quality of this video. It's been really horrible. Started it way later at night than I prefer to. Recording it from the webcam built into the computer, uh, into YouTube, which I said I wouldn't do anymore, but I did. Yeah, it's just all piece of crap. Hopefully tomorrow's will be better. But I said that about today's. So, but I did get my computer up and working. I'm able to do stuff on it now, and that's pretty nice. So it's a good machine, and we'll try and teach it what to do. If you honestly like this video, though I have no idea why, click the like button that might still be down below. I know YouTube's changing up how they do things. If you like getting a daily dose and you wish to subscribe, you're gonna have to either look up to where it should be or down to where it could be. And if you do, I will come flying in once a day with the Daily Prophet on the wings of owls into your YouTube subscription box, and give you a little bit of information. If you have any comments and questions, or you just want to tell me how horrible of a video it was, please let me know down in the comments below. Once again, my name is Mad Matt Wan Cow, and this has been your daily dose of D&D for December 6th, December 6th, 2012. Stay online, and I will see you next time.